Sarah and welcome to Core Moods. So today I'll be talking to you about the K-drama Delightfully Deceitful. Delightfully Deceitful, the Korean pronunciation is Iron's Hagi, and the literal translation of the Korean title is Beneficial Fraud. I think Beneficial Fraud is like a better title for the K-drama, but I don't think it sounds as good. So I think that's why they went with the Delightfully Deceitful. It says that the genres are revenge, crime, and comedy. I don't usually like crime stuff. Basically, also if it's like from the police perspective or from a what is it called? Private investigator or something. I just don't like those kind of perspectives in books and in cinema. There are exceptions. I didn't expect the comedy aspect. This drama is developed by Studio Dragon, and it was airing in 2023 on TVN, and it has 16 episodes. I have looked the director and the writer up, and I know nothing about the stuff that they wrote or were involved in before they made this K-drama. The director was involved in a few of the Running Man episodes, but I just don't think that's like a K variety show, so it's completely different structure. So going into this, what is Delightfully Deceitful about? Online it says, Delightfully Deceitful tells the story of a man and a woman with completely different temperaments meeting and taking revenge towards one goal. I think that's very general, but I think in my own words, if I have to describe the plot, it's a young girl gets really wronged, and she wants revenge. And on the other side, a guy who has a empathy disorder. I don't know if that's like a real clinical thing, because I feel like the only place I saw this kind of disorder was in Hannibal. Will Grant, I think, had it in this TV show. So I thought it was interesting. So let me see. Well, my cat just jumped. So that's what I thought was interesting. But it's about a girl who gets wronged. She has very high IQ. She ends up in prison, and then the story starts. On the other side, our main character, the male lead, is a lawyer with an empathy disorder. So you see in the beginning how it's hard to do his job because he has an empathy disorder, because the law is like not always on the side of the victim. So it's like two interesting main characters. The actors, the female actress, main actress is Chun Woo-hee. She portrays the main character Lee Ro-eun. And I looked at all the stuff that she was involved in because I thought she's her face. I've seen it a lot before. And one of the first things she worked in is a movie called The Boy from Ipanema. And I know that movie because Lee Soo-hyuk was in it. So yeah, he's like on my list of actors that I watch everything from. So that's the first thing I saw her in. And I also recognized her from Vampire Idol. That's a TV show that a lot of, we call them the model actor group, friend group. They were all in the Vampire Idol, and also a thrillery K-drama called White Christmas. So, and also that's also an interesting link, because in Vampire Idol, what is that guy called? Hon Jong-hyun, because the group is, I think, the Lee Soo-hyuk, Kim Woo-bin, Hon Jong-hyun, and a few other people. And Hon Jong-hyun was married on that show. We got married to Yura from Girls' Day. And you would think, why am I mentioning her? But because she is in Girls' Day, and Girls' Day's leader is a psychiatrist in this K-drama. So it's everyone's connected. I also know Chun Woo-hee from The Beauty Inside, which is an amazing movie I would recommend. It's about a person that wakes up every day in someone else's body. It's a very moving story. A horror movie I saw her in is The Wailing. The Wailing is one of my favorite South Korean horror movies. And she had a very interesting role in that movie. And also, I think last year, she was in a movie that was on Netflix called Unlocked, about the girl who loses her phone, and then someone insidious person finds her phone, and then her life gets messed up. But another really good movie, and I think Im Shi-won is in that movie. And Im Shi-won is like amazing. I watch everything. Im Shi-won. She was also in the 8th show. I don't know if I watched the 8th show earlier this year or later, but that TV show is like, it's very sadistical. It's very Squid Games-esque. So if you watched Squid Games and you're like, I want something in that areas, like desperate people doing desperate things for money in a removed area. The only thing I want to pick up from her or watch from her is a show called The Atypical Family. I was recommended by my sister to watch it because she said that's her favorite K-drama. She is like the one, the main actress who has like the most credits in this movie, because the rest of the cast is like people who I have seen nothing from. The male main character, Kim Dong-wook, he portrays Han Moo-yeon, the lawyer. It said that he was in Coffee Prince, but I don't remember him. And it said also that he's in Along with the Gods, and I've watched both of the movies, and I have no idea who he is. So I don't know if he has like a forgettable face, or if he had like a really small role, so I have no idea. Yoon Park, he portrays Go Yo-han, and he's the probation officer. Because at certain point, people get into crimes, get into prison, get out of prison, and then he's like the probation officer, and he gets tangled up in that whole figuring out what kind of injustice happened, and he's linked in various ways to the main situation happening. Like I said earlier, the main male character has an empathy disorder, and he's in therapy for it. The psychiatrist is the Girls' Day member I mentioned before. I don't know if that's like her first K-drama, or she like now transitioned fully into acting, but I thought she was amazing. She was really good. And there are a couple of other supporting characters, and I don't know any of them. I think the one person that I thought was interesting is Leon, who portrays Jean De-yong, the hacker. Was in a movie called Kill Boksoon, and I saw Kill Boksoon, but I have no idea who. I can't like connect her to the movie. But Kill Boksoon is also an amazing movie. She was also in K-dramas like DP, Juvenile Justice, and Weak Hero Class 1. All three I have not watched, but a lot of people have been telling me that they are amazing. I've only heard good things, so I will probably watch them at a certain point. But I'm very sensitive to bullying stuff. I just don't like the whole bullying thing. And I feel like in a lot of K-dramas, it's true maybe to the situation in Korea, because there are a lot of heinous stuff that happened to high schoolers in South Korea. So it's like, I understand that it's like coming from somewhere, but I'm like, I can't watch bullying K-dramas. It's just not my thing. So that's the background on the cast. My overall review of the K-drama, I think it had an amazing setup. I think you didn't know a lot of the times if the main character, what kind of person she is, what are her morals, what are her ethics. Are we on her side, or is she going too far? I think that balance was very interesting. And also because the main male character, because he's a lawyer, because he has an empathy disorder, I think it was very interesting to balance how far can you empathize with someone, and also when do you have to like let justice be carried out by the government, by the lawyers, by the system. And also if you don't have trust in the system. It's like, it was very ethically interesting. But I think that in the halfway through the K-drama, it was like, where is this going? Because it became a little bit stagnant. And then there were reveals in the last part that I wasn't satisfied with. I think it was very obvious, and I know that they wrote themselves into a corner, and I'm not sure if I have an alternative to what they did, but I just felt unsatisfied. And I liked the ending, but I just wished it was more creative. Things I liked. I liked the acting. I thought it was really funny. It had very funny moments, because there were moments that the main actors would like break the fourth wall and just talk to us about what she's actually doing. So I thought that was funny. I liked the Suho side story, and I liked the scheming. the different people on different sides coming together to conquer bigger evil. I thought that was really interesting. And there is like this not big evil, a smaller evil, and that person, the way that person's arc goes is very ironic. I thought it was really, yeah, do bad things, and then the karma will get you. And things I didn't like was I didn't understand. There were a couple of characters that were helping because they felt guilty, and I was like, I didn't understand why those people felt guilty, because those people at the time of the situation were really young. So I'm like, I don't think if you're underage, and I don't think you can be responsible for things that adults do. So that was for me a little bit of question mark. And also motivations of the characters were not clear. The main character was motivations, and that was clear. Both of the main characters were clear, but I think the side characters were a little bit flat. I didn't like the twist of who's the big evil. I thought that was like uncreative. I give the drama 3 stars, and there are a couple of dramas I would recommend if you feel like this is, if you watch this and you like it, if you are questioning if you should watch this K-drama, I would recommend The Glory. I think The Glory has like amazing filmed amazingly, beautiful acting, great structure. I think The Glory is like, and I like the main character, main actress. She's amazing. So so I would recommend The Glory, and then which is kind of funny because I just said I don't like bullying K-dramas, but The Glory is like, I think it's like, how can I explain this? It's the first couple of episodes, it's like the backstory, and then you start into the revenge. So it's not like the whole thing being about bullying, if that makes sense. Or maybe it's about the effects of bullying. So the second K-drama will recommend is a romance K-drama, and it's called Marry My Husband. And I think it's like sad in the beginning. It's a revenge thing, and also it's funny, it's romantic, and it's like a little bit of a lighter vibe. If you like action, I would recommend a K-drama called My Name, and that's also a revenge arc drama. I kept like thinking, what are other K-dramas that I can recommend? There's this K-drama by Song Joong-ki called Nice Guy, and this K-drama you can only watch if you like sadness, if you like things descending into a pool of sadness and depression. It's like every episode is sadder than the episode before it, so I wouldn't go into it if you want a light K-drama to watch. And also, my last recommendation is a K-drama also by Song Joong-ki called Vincenzo. I think it's like more of it's like funny, light, case of the week, procedural, funny, crime drama. A little bit of how can I explain this? It's like very cheeky. So I just thought that would be, and it's also about something bad happening and then people taking justice into their own hand. So I just thought that was fitting in this list. I just want to say thank you for watching, and if you pick up any K-drama I mentioned, let me know how you feel about it, and if you have K-dramas you would like me to watch or talk about, let it down in the comments. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.